year at this time, it'll be traveling 20,000 miles an hour. But right now, Orion is creeping its way from Mansfield to Sandusky. We'll have a live report. We're just 2 days from Thanksgiving. We'll have a live report from Ohio City to find out what Baker and Emily Mayfield are doing to make Cleveland a better place. And this will be fun. Mike Polk Jr. joins us at the lunch table. He gives us a lesson in Thanksgiving dinner etiquette. Your Tuesday lunch break is underway.
It's your lunch break with Jay Crawford.
And welcome to Lunch Break for Tuesday, November 26th. That means it's T-minus 2 days and counting now to Thanksgiving.
Yep.
I'm Jay Crawford. Maureen Kyle back at the lunch table. Are you ready for Thanksgiving?
I realized I had a panic attack. I was thinking tomorrow's Wednesday. I mean, I know what day it is,
Yeah.
but no, I'm not quite there. I'll get there.
Well, you have a little bit
I have
of time.
T-minus 2 days.
We have a jam-packed lunch break for you. First up on the menu today, next year at this time, the Orion space capsule will be on its way to the moon. It'll be traveling 20,000 miles per hour.
This is just so cool that it's happening in our backyard. And today it crawled its way from Mansfield to Sandusky for more testing at the NASA complex there. So 3 News reporter Drew Horansky has been along for the ride, and he's joining us now. Drew, I can only imagine the sights that you've seen today.
It's been pretty fascinating, and I like the T-minus guys. You guys are already into the space talk. Of course, a lot of excitement here over the Orion mission. So let me set this into some perspective for you guys. Of course, this Orion mission, as you mentioned, a big deal. The Orion arrived in Mansfield yesterday, which will be used for the Artemis 1 mission within the next couple of years. It's being hailed as the next generation for NASA. The capsule carrying a crew back to the moon, including the first woman to walk on it. Now, this morning, Orion made its way from Mansfield through Milan, and now it's in Sandusky, well ahead of schedule. A 43-mile journey that took 4 years to plan because ODOT removed utility poles to make room for it to go through. Now, this was supposed to be a 6-hour journey with more than 50,000 pounds of equipment going at speeds of about 25 miles an hour. Looks like we're well ahead of schedule. Of course, it's a beautiful day, warm, blue skies. And I do want to show you another incredible piece of video, again, just because the Orion arriving yesterday in Mansfield to a crowd of hundreds of people aboard, of course, that super guppy that we've been talking about for a couple of days. Again, the largest and heaviest piece of cargo ever aboard it, and in about 4 months, it will be going back aboard the super guppy and then back to Florida. So now, here at Plumbrook, NASA station in Sandusky, the Orion is going to be undergoing a series of tests over the next few months, including extreme cold, extreme heat, sort of the things it'll be encountering in space. And I also learned from our Greek photojournalist George Payam just a little bit about Greek mythology. I didn't know this, but Artemis and Apollo are twins. So think about the twin missions. There's some symbolism, of course, there.
Yeah, synergy.
Yeah.
I like that a lot, and I didn't know that either. Yeah. Drew Horansky giving us a little Greek mythology lesson.
Yeah.
Drew, thank you very much. So I did a little math. I got out the calculator this morning. Next year, I mentioned if they stay on schedule and it's on its way to the moon, it'll be going 20,000 miles per hour. So that means it could cover the distance between Sandusky and Mansfield, a trip today that took hours, in 8 seconds.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit different.
They're probably
next year
wishing they had that technology today.
You're exactly right.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. As Drew mentioned, this will be the same capsule that takes the first woman to the moon, scheduled 2024.
Incredible.
Really cool stuff. It's happening right here in Ohio. Next on the menu, Thanksgiving meal just a few days early for some of Cleveland's underprivileged.
Yeah, and lunch break special correspondent Emily Mayfield is at Town Hall in Ohio City. And Emily, you are not alone. You have a good crowd around you. How's it going there? Tell us about today's event.
It's going very well. We're here at Town Hall for the 7th annual Feed the Need event. I'm with a maybe familiar face, my husband, Baker Mayfield. Thanks for hopping on here. We have a lot of other leaders here from the community serving hot meals for those in need. Baker, why is it so important for someone to give back during the holiday season?
You know what, I think both of us are very fortunate to be in the positions we're in. So to be able to give back just a little bit, I know it doesn't do it justice, but to try and give back as much as we can is very important.
And they're doing big things here at Town Hall. This is the 7th annual event. The first 6 years, they served over 20,000 hot meals. Our goal this year is 4,000, and I think we are well on our way. So back to you, Jay.
Wow, terrific. Emily, before we let you go, Baker talked about this, and it is, I know it's very important to you. You've been very involved in this event. If you would, just share your feelings on how important it is for you to help make Cleveland a little bit better place during the holidays.
Well, like Baker said, I think because we are so fortunate, it's important to give back, especially during the holiday season. We're serving people that are our neighbors here in Cleveland, so I think anyone who can do anything good during the holidays should definitely step up and do it.
All right, if you would, Emily, could you ask Baker a question for me? Browns are on a roll now. I'd like Baker to talk about the difference between the early part of the schedule when things weren't going so well to right now when it feels like they're hitting on all 8 cylinders.
Okay, Jay wants to know why or how. I caught pieces of that, Jay. The beginning of the season was a little tougher. We're moving into an easier schedule. Talk about that.
Just a smooth transition for us. You know, we made a lot of errors, self-inflicted wounds at the beginning. Started to fix those, and now we're seeing the progress. Obviously, the schedule helps, but we were making progress before that.
All right, very good.
There you
Emily,
have it.
tell Baker to go get him in Pittsburgh. The whole city is behind him. We'll see you out there in just a little while. I'll be on my way over to Town Hall to help you guys with the 6th annual Feed the Need. Thank you very much, guys. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Jay.
Such a great event.
It is such a good cause, and I know that this event this year was packed with volunteers.
Yeah.
But if you're interested in helping next year, even after the need is filled for the volunteers, they're asking for donations that they can use at area food banks. So please.
Town Hall does a lot
They
to
really do.
give back to the community, and that one event just shows how much they do care about the community that they're in.
Good things going on over there. Next on the lunch break menu, do you like the Macy's Thanksgiving
Love
Day
it.
Parade as much as I do?
Love it. I need to
have
see it every
on.
morning.
I don't sit down
Every
and watch
Thanksgiving
every
morning.
second of it, but it's always on at the
Yeah.
house, and it's just, it triggers that, yep, the holidays are here.
I need to
We're
see
there.
it and smell onions cooking in olive oil.
That's very true.
You know, right? And it's at 8 a.m. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with you guys. This parade is one of the highlights of my holiday season, and the 93rd annual Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade will be live here on NBC3 on Thursday morning. And we've got local celebrities in the lineup, you guys. I talked with the Amherst Steel High School cheerleading squad this morning. This team is made up of freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors, every single class. And the ladies all told me how excited they are for truly this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
The spirit and the energy in the practices is awesome because we're all just grateful to be there, so everybody's trying their hardest and we all just have such positive attitudes.
With everything there is to do in New York, they actually told me the practices have been their favorite part. And they're just having a good
The
time.
idea of us going to New York and performing in something we've never supported is huge to us. Excited to represent our hometown and represent Ohio too.
It's a pretty competitive field to get to perform on national television in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. And this team truly earned it. They took first place in their Southwestern Conference 2 years ago with the cheer squad. So they think that sort of helped them get the invitation to do this. They had to send in a video and then be selected. And now we can watch the ladies of Amherst Steel represent Ohio in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in 2 days, live right here on 3. That's going to be from 9 a.m. to noon. And if you happen to miss it live, if you're busy cooking, whatever it is you're doing, it also airs again at 2 p.m. So incredibly exciting for these ladies.
Yeah, it's always great to see when the local cheerleaders or bands get in, and then you have somebody to root for when you're watching.
Yep.
Yeah.
Stephanie, thanks. We're on the lookout for Amherst Steel in 2 days. Next on the menu, an epic wedding crash. Danny DeVito and The Rock are in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico right now. They're filming Jumanji: The Next Level.
And after a long week of filming, so they were in the hotel, they heard a wedding going on at the resort, and they couldn't resist. Watch what happens.
Be careful here, sir. Okay, no, I don't feel
Danny, be careful.
I duck.
Unforgettable.
Sing it, big boy!
In every way.
Yes.
And forevermore.
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 Here,
That's
how
you'll stay.
you're gonna stay that way, baby.
And Danny, do you have any advice for the groom?
The big house, so he doesn't have to bump into her.
That's not
the right
not
thing
the right
to say
thing. No.
for a newlywed.
But you know what? Here's
Okay.
5 important words that Danny and I live by. Yes, honey, you are right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Congratulations.
Yeah, happy wife, happy life.
Yeah.
That's good advice
Right.
for the new groom. Pretty exciting. Can you imagine you're at your wedding and in pop 2 celebrities?
I know. That makes my wedding feel really lame now that I look back.
Mine too. If you could pick any celebrities to wedding crash your wedding, who would it be?
I would go with Tina Fey. girl
Okay.
power.
Okay, so it would be funny.
Yeah, so it'd be fun. Or Will Ferrell.
Wow, yeah, you can't go wrong.
I mean, who else are you going to pick? How about you?
I want music. Right?
Okay, yeah.
I want music.
You want
so
serenaded.
I would want Bono and U2 to drop in the wedding and play a small set. Nothing big.
Right.
12, 14 songs, something like that.
Yeah.
And then they can go. That's all I ask
Just
for.
12 or 14. Just 12 or 14.
All right. Next on the lunch break menu, Mike Polk teaching all of us Thanksgiving Day etiquette. You don't want to miss this.
And as we head to break, here are some turkey tidbits for you. If you plan to defrost your turkey in cold water, make sure you follow this guide. It is up on your screen. You need to make sure that it's ready in time, and that means today and tomorrow.
Welcome back to lunch break. Thanksgiving Day dinner. Usually it's a pretty big production. I know for me, we have lots of family members over, packed around the table. And sometimes that conversation can be a little awkward. You never know. And whether you're hosting or you're a guest, you always want to be on your best behavior.
I want to be at your Thanksgiving
Come on
dinner.
over anytime.
All right. Well, there are many rules of etiquette for such occasions. And to give us all a refresher on manners, Channel 3 reporter Mike Polk found an expert.
Allow me to properly greet you. Hello, Colleen Harding, the president of the Cleveland School of Etiquette. Thanks for joining me.
Thanks so much for having me.
As you know, Colleen, the holidays are coming up. They're upon us. It means a lot of sitting down with each other and having to show proper etiquette. I want to ask you a little bit about just some things that people get wrong typically at gatherings like these.
They may show up late or show up with individuals that have not been included in the guest list.
I've brought friends to places before unwelcomed, and I've learned that the hard way. Elbows on the table. How do we feel?
When there's food, no elbows. However, when food has been cleared, it's perfectly acceptable to...
You know what? Talk about rude. I am so sorry about him.
Sorry.
We are doing an interview about etiquette, and you're over there hacking away. I'm so sorry. I have a bunch of coworkers who have agreed to see if they are ready for the holidays. Will you help them?
Absolutely.
All right, let's do it. First of all, thank you all for joining me and for being a part of this process. We could all just start by sitting down. I believe I'll put this. How did everyone do right there, Colleen? Tell me.
Put your napkin on your lap. That's the first thing you do when you sit down at a table.
Thank you. All right. You can see this was a very necessary lesson. Some people bring gifts to parties. Offer this, Leon, to her.
Colleen, I brought a bottle of one of my favorite wines. I hope this is something that you'd like.
Lovely.
So now that's a good gift. Jay, offer her this. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I thought it'd be nice if I brought cheese blast. And it can't.
Not to be rude, it wouldn't be my first choice.
I'm so sorry, Colin. They do stick. Okay, so how did everyone do at passing the thing around?
Most did well. However, we do practice portion control when visiting someone's home.
How would you indicate that you're done eating? Who did this properly and who didn't?
Sarah is the closest. Her utensils are together.
Ah.
So whenever your utensils are together, either up and down or across the plate, it's an indication that you're done.
Now, I was told that when you're finished, even the fork goes tines down.
That's if you're dining continental.
And I learned that from Downton Abbey.
Let's talk about proper dinner conversation. I'm going to give you each a line to say, and you'll tell them whether this would be appropriate dinner conversation. This first one's for Leon.
The last time we met, you were about to visit Spain. Why don't you tell me about your trip?
Was that a good?
Outstanding.
Okay. Now let's go with Russ. You can read that.
Got a question for you. How does everyone plan to vote in the controversial election next year? Is that okay?
No.
I understand you're a new bride. Please tell me a bit about your wedding.
How was that?
Outstanding.
Okay, great. Jay, here you go.
So I've been working out a lot lately. Does anyone want to guess how much I can bench?
That's not good.
Let's all go around the table and discuss how much money everybody makes. Right?
How's
That'll
that
be
one?
fine.
Is that good? That's
Not so good.
So that's not good.
It's unfortunate that our mutual friend Matt Wins wasn't able to be here with us tonight. Would you all like to hear a salacious rumor I recently heard about him?
Shouldn't speak ill of him. He's not here to defend himself.
Did everyone do okay here today, though?
Yes.
Let's have a nice cheers with our empty glasses, everybody.
Delicious meal, Mike.
Thank you. To learning.
Well, I'd like to personally thank you, Mike Polk, because I was unprepared.
You learned a lot.
I feel now I'm ready to behave myself.
Thanks
at a Thanksgiving
for
dinner.
portraying the heel in that.
Someone had
my
to.
other options were Russ or Leon.
And they're-
they
yeah,
just have too
0%.
much dignity. No offense.
I know I fit the role.
And I know, and I couldn't play it because I was hosting it, or else I would have been that.
Yeah, no, listen, I played it willingly.
Is it appropriate for Leon to list all of the ingredients in every
I know.
dish?
Isn't his
just
voice
so we
amazing?
can listen to him talk?
We actually
and say
cut.
the blessing?
Unfortunately, we didn't have time for everything. One of my favorite lines that he said that was inappropriate was, "Would anyone like to hear an off-color joke I read on the internet?"
I was waiting for that.
That's my favorite one.
I was surprised that didn't
We
make
didn't
the
get
cut.
to use it.
Just
Oh, well.
to hear him say that
Yeah.
made me laugh when we were
I do
filming
want to
it.
say thanks to Colleen for helping us out with that. Wasn't she great?
She's
was
fantastic.
She wrangled a lot of cats on that, obviously.
She made me feel so inappropriate in so many ways.
know.
In
And I'll
regular
never
life.
invite, as much as I like her, I could never invite her to my home because I'd be petrified.
Yep, and she'd smile through it. She wouldn't tell you because that would be rude. She'd just
Too
watch
polite.
you mess up and just be like, if that's how you want to do it. Oh. But she was great.
Mike,
Yeah, she was
tremendous.
fantastic.
Thanks for having us. Happy
much.
Thanksgiving, guys.
Yep, you too. Next on lunch break, Kristen Jantonio from Destination Cleveland is here. She's brought a list of fun things to do in Cleveland over the upcoming holiday weekend. That was great, Mike. Thank you very much.
It's also
Welcome back to Lunch Break. For many of us, really beginning tomorrow, we're going to see family members start to trickle into Cleveland, and they're looking to us to be their gracious host and also to keep them busy during the extended holiday weekend. So, what do we do during that time?
Yes, we need help to occupy the out-of-town guests. Kristen Giantonio from Destination Cleveland here. And first on your list, Winterfest.
Winterfest, the big unofficial kickoff to the holidays in Cleveland this Saturday. And there are a lot of great events going on throughout downtown Cleveland that you could participate in. There are activities in Public Square. You could go ice skating, carriage rides, live entertainment. And then you spread out throughout downtown. You'll have Kringle's Inventionasium at Tower City. You'll have the Cleveland Bazaar vendors at the Fifth Street Arcade, so you could support small businesses. And then the night ends with the tree lighting, a visit from Santa, the big man himself, and a fireworks show. So there's just a lot of different things you could pick from and really show off downtown to your family and friends.
That feels like a highlight. It really does. You do so much all wrapped into one. Okay, next you recommend the Science Center. What's going on there?
Yes, so you are full from all the food, so you could nourish your brains at the Science Center at Turkey Tech.
I like that.
Occupy the kids. So this Friday through Sunday is Turkey Tech, and they'll have holiday-themed demonstrations, shows, and other hands-on activities. But you can learn about the physics of flight spectacular to know if turkeys really can fly, chemistry when it goes into cooking, and the Science Center has a lot of other great things as well. The Curiosity Carnival is there, so other hands-on activities keep everybody occupied. Or you could also see a movie at the Cleveland Clinic Dome Theater. They have something called the Great Bear Rainforest and Spirit Bears.
Very nice.
How fun.
Interesting.
All right, so speaking of shows, Playhouse Square, always a favorite around the holiday season.
Yes, and it's a great place to show off to your visiting family and friends. I mean, it's the largest performing arts center outside of New York City, so why not take them there to see a show? And this weekend, it'll kick off the runs of A Christmas Story, A Christmas Carol, Irving Berlin's White Christmas, and then the Cleveland Pops Orchestra will also be there. And what you will also see is the Festival of Trees in the Allen Theater, and that's free for people to check out. Beautiful decorations in the theaters.
The Playhouse Square is always beautiful, but it just turns magical around the holidays. It really does.
I totally agree with you. One of my favorite places.
Now, I also saw the History Center on your list. What do they have for us?
So they have a really interesting event, different weekends this holiday season. It'll be this Friday and Saturday. It's called the Ghosts of Christmas Past Candlelight Tour. So really get into the Christmas spirit, and you'll be able to see the beautiful Hay McKinney Mansion decorated for the holiday season. And you'll go on this immersive tour with museum guides, and there's a holiday mystery involved too, so you'll learn about Cleveland's past, but also tie in with a mystery as well. So an extra layer when you're checking out the History Center.
That is cool.
I did a ghost tour once in San Diego, and I thought this is going to be boring. It was awesome.
Yeah, you got to do the ghost tours here.
I want to.
They're
I
awesome.
haven't done it yet. I want to. Kristen Giantonio, great ideas how to keep our family, our visiting family, busy during this holiday weekend. Thank you.
Yes, of course.
Very
and
nice.
Even ourselves busy.
Yes. Next on Lunch Break, a little history lesson on the pardoning of the Thanksgiving Day turkey. That's next. Thank you so much.
turkey to be named.
Okay, welcome back to Lunch Break. A little Thanksgiving tradition for you, a little history lesson. Beginning in 1947, the National Turkey Federation began officially presenting the president with a Thanksgiving Day turkey.
Yeah, then in 1982, President Ronald Reagan began a new tradition, one of pardoning the turkey, sparing its life by sending it off to a zoo.
And then in 1989, the tradition added another layer. That's when President George H.W. Bush was presented with two turkeys. One that he would choose to become the official national turkey. That one would be present at the White House ceremony, but both would be pardoned.
Yeah, so today, President Donald Trump continued that tradition. He's presented with two turkeys. One is named Bread, the other named Butter. We're still waiting to figure out which one's the national turkey. We'll get that update pretty soon. But I love those names. They always have really clever names.
Yeah. Last year, I think there were peas and carrots.
Yeah.
We're going to find out at 2 p.m. which one he picks to be the official.
Right.
I'm going with Bread.
I'll go Butter.
I'm going to say both.
There you go.
Well, he's got to pick one. We'll see. See you tomorrow.
Thanks for making 3 News a part of your afternoon. Watch us live wherever you are, on our website, on our apps, and on Hulu and Roku. No matter where you are, 3 News is there.